Hi, welcome to the IT Taster channel. I'm John, and in this video I'm going to run through installing Windows Server 2016 to help get you started learning and evaluating it. Okay, the first thing I need to do is boot from the installation media. And in my case I'm installing Windows Server 2016 on a virtual machine. And I've configured my virtual machine to boot the Windows Server 2016 ISO file. Also, I'm going to speed up the video in places so we're not hanging around waiting for files to copy and that kind of thing. First thing I need to do is choose the time and currency format. And in my case, I need to choose English United Kingdom and click Next. Here we just need to click Install Now, but before we do that, notice the Repair Your Computer option. This is something that can be really useful for troubleshooting because it gives you access to things like the command prompt and also system image recovery. I now need to select the operating system to install, and I'm going to choose Windows Server 2016 Standard Edition Desktop Experience. The desktop experience installs the full GUI version of the operating system, which is ideal for learning and evaluation. The options without the desktop experience install a server core version of the operating system, which doesn't include a GUI. Server core is mainly managed using PowerShell and remote management tools, but it is something that's well worth evaluating later on to brush up on your PowerShell skills and also remote server management. This screen contains important information including licensing terms, which you need to have a good read through. And once you have, if you accept the terms, confirm by clicking I accept the license terms and click Next. I now need to choose the type of installation. Now the custom option will allow me to install a new clean installation of Windows Server 2016. The upgrade option upgrades a previous version of Windows Server to Server 2016. Now my personal preference is always to go with a new clean installation for a server, so I'm going to choose custom. I now need to choose where to install the new Windows Server 2016 operating system. But first I'm going to create a new system partition for the operating system and also specify the size. Now I could simply click Next and use the entire disk, but it's often a good idea to contain the operating system in its own separate partition. For example, if the server is going to be used as a file server, it's much better to keep the operating system separate from the user data, which can then be contained in its own dedicated partition. So I'm going to click New and specify a system partition of 100 gigabytes. And click Apply and click OK. Now if you want to learn more about server system partition sizing, take a look at my video about server system partition sizing, which can be found on the IT Taster channel. Now notice that a system reserve partition is automatically created. This is used for boot configuration and also by BitLocker. And click Next to proceed. Windows is now going to copy the installation files over, get them ready for installation, install various features and updates. And this is something that's going to take a little while, so let's jump ahead to save us hanging around and twiddling our thumbs. Okay, Windows is now going to restart a couple of times, and after that I can finish off the installation. Okay, the last thing to do is to choose a password for the built-in administrator account. And remember, the password must meet complexity requirements. and click Finish. Okay, so let's now log in. Now, do we want our server to be discoverable by other computers? I'm going to choose No. Windows Server 2016 has been successfully installed. We just need to wait for Server Manager to finish gathering information, which takes a few seconds to complete. Now that Server Manager has finished gathering information, notice that it's showing a couple of issues. Now, it's fairly common for some issues to be flagged up after the initial install for various reasons. But after you've performed your initial install, it's important to install Windows updates which can resolve some of these issues before you move on to more in-depth troubleshooting. Well, that brings us to the end of the video. Please give it a thumbs up or drop a comment below if you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to the IT Taster channel if you haven't already. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.